Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Can't like share. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Had a few technical difficulties, but I think we made it. How's the sound? Is the sound okay? Everything? Being good. All right. So now, no more further ado. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Ooh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Oh, Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. We're summoning Krishna and his prema, his name, weaving a wreath, a wealth of a wreath of the holy name and prema, just as per the scriptures have glorified in Lalita Ganga's class this morning. Following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, teaching that to the world, how wonderful it is to accept the path of ecstatic love. It's a great path, a fantastic, the best of all paths. The Lord brought it here and we're taking it up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, the world is asleep with the serpents of Maya, the Lord's illusory potency. You want to wake up? Come here and chant with us. Taste the nectar of this praying, man. The nectar of the happiness of ecstatic devotional service to the Supreme Personality of God. And you wake up. Otherwise, you stay asleep with the serpents of Maya, the darkness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Those who accept the path of ecstatic love, like Lord Chaitanya did, are very intelligent. Krishna gives them the greatest intelligence. Those who don't are less intelligent. That's just a fact. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama. Yeah, yeah, yes, that's right. Go to sleep. Consider the darkness to be light. We'll consider the light to be light. And you consider the darkness to be light. That's okay. If that's all you could do, you're still working on Isaiah. we're light years away from that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Yeah. He does. Yeah, the spell you're going to get here, we're going to just spell it out plainly, man. Spell it out. You know, God is ecstatic love, man. The greatest path is ecstatic devotion to the Supreme Personality of God. We're going to just spell it. A, B, C. You know, make it very clear for you. And you still don't get it? Well, then let Maya spell it out for you. Consider this great light here, darkness, man. This light, man. Ecstatic devotion is the greatest light in this world. Free this simple woman from your magic. No way. She's going to be magically in Vrindavan forever. Krishna's already cast his spell on her. It's too late. Let's see you break this spell there, Mr. Grimm. What a name, man. Comes here with a name like Mr. Grimm. And you got to say you got something better than this? With a name like Mr. Grimm? Come on, man. Let's get with the real program. Let Krishna cast his spell upon you and take you to Vrindavan forever. Never let you go. I mean, we're all like that. We're all just have this spell cast on us. It's wonderful. Yeah, don't want any other spell. you want Bill Gates and Fauci spell? You want the Guru's spell? You want those guys out there in religion? You want their spell? No. I'd rather have Vrindavan spell. I just want to just let me dance and chant in ecstasy forever, man, like my Lord did. Holy Spirit, Holy Sacred Spirit, let that be here forever. You guys can dance to any other spirit, Mr. Grimm or anybody else. Those who accept the path of ecstatic love, you accept entrance. See, an honorary degree for everybody. Just come here and you'll get the honorary degree of bhakti, real bhakti, Vrindavan bhakti. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. If somebody could advertise this, it would be nice out there. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Yeah, why don't you just join the fun there, Mr. Grimm, and then we'll change your name. We'll talk to you. We'll change it to Mr. Happiness. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare. Why would you want to have fun like this, like that, man? What are these people in this world? What are you take on names like Grimm, and you criticize the happiness of look. Why should she be released? Look, she looks so happy. You should have seen her before we met. Oh my God, she was burnt out trying to please the world. Taking all kinds of drugs, to keep afloat. Now she takes one drug, Krishna Prem. One solution for everything. Look at that. Now, you want to be Mr. Grimm or you want to be like that? You come here, hang out with us. Come under Krishna's spell. We're all under Krishna's spell and loving it. It's a great spell. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Radha's to the spell of bhakti devotion. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama. Follow Mr. Grimm. Follow in the footsteps of God, Krishna. He saw, hey man, that love looks really wonderful, juicy that Radha has, man. Look how the happiness she feels because of that loving ecstasy. I wonder what that would be like. Yeah. Let me accept the path of ecstatic love so I can taste that happiness. Hey man, that's what we're doing. We've come here because we're curious. Wow, that looks like wonderful happiness, man. I wonder what that would be like. Well, that's what it's all about. Come here and try it out. Test it out. See if it's any good. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Yeah, it's good stuff. The love of Raj Bhakti. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Bo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, I learned my lesson then. I see plenty of people, they come here and they taste some of this bhakti, then they leave and I see what happens. And they never went to anything better. That's how I learned. I also tried to recognize myself. I'm finally back and realized, okay, I'll accept the path of ecstatic love. It's great, man. It's the best thing in this world. There ain't anything better than this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Yeah. It's okay. I'll look silly before the world. No problem, man. We'll be the court jesters of the world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ooh. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Whoa, Krishna! Woo! Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Time for some Chinese. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's try some of the new ones. They're nice, a little hard to do. Well, we'll try to keep up anyway. It's a nice tune. I like the afros. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, oh my Lord. Woo! Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Woo! Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. This is the cure for the corona, man. You can't enter your lungs. You have to blow your nose all the time. Just can't entrance, no entrance. See, what solution for everything? Krishna praying. Woo! I love this path, man. What an easy path the Lord King gave us, man. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. There he is, Karuna Sindhu Das and River Yamuna. Hare Krishna. Let's see you do some reggae there. You look like a reggae girl, man. Let's see you do some reggae dancing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Come on, you always say you're a blackie. Let's see you do some black dancing.
No, you say I'm a blackie, and just because I'm a blackie doesn't mean I'm into reggae music. I only like Bob Marley, and that's it. And you never play any Bob Marley.
Ooh, a blackie. Come on,
Don't
let's
get
see some
jealous
black
because I got
dancing.
suntan and you haven't.
Let's see some black dancing, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Yes, is that any better? Is that music too loud? Give me a. Was it too loud before? No? Do in between. Hare Krishna, Krishna. How's that, Ivo? Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh, that's a great song. It's very good. Yeah, these are new ones here today. They're call Afro something, African beat. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of like the soul music. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. That's what it's about. Shamaguri says she's never been so happy before. That's what it is. See, we're into happiness here. That's what it's about. Happiness. That if you find a better happiness, go for it, man. Then we'll come with you. Let's just go for where is the greatest happiness in this world. Let's go for that. Where's the most joy? Where's the most knowledge, interesting knowledge, fascinating knowledge? Let's go there, man. Everybody, let's be controlled by the most fantastic knowledge and the most fantastic devotional happiness, ecstatic love. Wherever that is, let's go there. Let that be our controlling force. No need manipulation, lies, deceit. Let's just straight out the truth, man. Set us free. Let's go where the highest level of happiness is. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Let's try another one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
This one.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Madhava, 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 Radha Madhava. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Krishna, Krishna, oh Krishna. There he is, Pedro. Welcome. Pedro, all right. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming, Pedro. All right, thank you for coming, my friend.
Nice to see you again. Very
nice to see you too. Yes, come anytime. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. All right, now we're going to get a little excursion to Vrindavan through the eyes and the vision of the Acharyas. So let's read from this. I'm going to change this thing. Oh. Hare Krishna. Let's see if I can get it like this. There we go. Need some heat in here. Hare Krishna. So we'll read from this Vrindavan Jumpo by, this is by Jiva Goswami. Okay, let's make this easy, Lord. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. There we go. All right. Krishna's mercy here. I'll put you on a second. There we go. All right. Now we got some heat. There we go. All right, who's here? Let's see. Somebody else is here. Let's get them on there. Okay, Vrindavan Champo. Okay. Ah, Krishna. So this is, the beautiful path of that Lord Chaitanya came. He wove a wreath of praying and the holy name. Isn't that amazing? Just two things. He wove this wreath of prema and the holy name. So by chanting the holy name, prema would awaken. See, it's passed on in disciplic line. See, that is a very rare experience where you can chant these names, sacred names, and then devotion awakens. That keeps the path alive because it's complete. Otherwise, the path disappears because of lack of interest. If there's just a name there, it's holy, but you don't know it. You haven't realized it. It keeps it alive. Isn't it keep it alive in our song? Every day we're coming because this praying awakens. See, when we chant the holy names, this is the path we're here to teach. Isn't it amazing? So simple, so profound. Yeah, chanting the names and the passions and qualities, relishing the bliss of that association of Krishna. That's Vrindavan. That's what they're doing. Hey, Krishna's there. He's doing this and that and all these little things, even simple things, and they're just blissfully watching, blissfully participating in that happiness, that lila. And Krishna's tasting their happiness, in their hearts, like he does here. Okay, this is it. This is intimacy. This is the kind of intimate worship where you experience that, this like, wow, man, Krishna's relishing my activities. That's a pretty bold thing to say. Huh? Well, it's the truth. If you're ecstatic, that's the truth. Otherwise, he's not really relishing your activities very much. Okay. Yeah, the ecstasy is the proof. Yeah, that's your Bhakti Shastra degree. Ah, there's the degree of devotion, man. There we go. Here's your piece of paper, your walking papers, your dancing papers, rasa dancing papers, eternal life papers, freedom from the cycle of birth and death papers. You get all papers, all papers. Get everything. So let's see what Jiva Goswami has to say here. This is the first champu. We'll continue on where we were, starting with the prayer. Oh Shri Krishna. Oh Shri, see Shri, that's prema, is the devotional potency. Krishna is the name. Chaitanya. Chaitanya is the life. See the life of the name of Shri and Krishna. See, that's real life. See, that's the life Jesus was talking about. See, I am the life, he said. See, that's the life, is the devotion. And the truth, the name, the names, the pastimes, the qualities of God. That's the life, is the devotion that awakens in hearing those names, chanting those names. Okay? So Lord Chaitanya clarified more what Jesus was talking about. By personal, you could see, you don't see Jesus crying in ecstasy so much, do you? But you saw Lord Chaitanya, so he made it more clear. Otherwise, we speculate. Oh, well, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, it's all this speculation. Even now, devotees, if they don't accept the path of ecstatic love by those who are relishing it and tasting it and following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, who first accepted the path of ecstatic love, and so proof is that we're following in the real footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, understand why he came here, those two reasons Lalita spoke about this morning, is we're tasting this ecstatic love too, just like he did. Then you could say, I can relate. Oh, okay, I understand that path, Lord. Yeah, it's a great path. I confirm that in my own life. See? That's Guru, man. That's the Guru of our parampara. See? You want to say you're a Gaudiya Vaishnava, Sampradaya head? Well, why don't you teach that? Well, you can't unless you're empowered to taste this ecstatic devotion. People that Vaishnavas can't even dream of what we just said here in this last 3 minutes. They can't dream of it. They have no idea that this is what Vaishnavism is about, even though it's right there in the book, right? She read it this morning. Did anybody come to the class? She read it. Lord Chaitanya came here for two reasons. And the first and foremost is to relish this prema and then teach it to others, give it to others, teach them how to taste it. And that's what we do too, right? Isn't that what you learn here? You learn, you see a person, that is empowered to do what Lord Chaitanya did. And you learn how to taste it also. And then you teach others how to taste it. You show them their glories. Wow, this person, Lalita, looks so happy tasting this ecstatic worship. She chants the name, and this prema it's like a wreath, just manifesting. A garland is just manifesting around her neck. Man, I want a garland like that. Well, go hang out with her. Watch your classes, man. Become her friend. I mean, real friend. Become her girlfriend or boyfriend, Talk to her. Talk to people like that. Talk to Johan. Watch his classes. Become ecstatic, Why? Because he's tasting what Lord Chaitanya tasted. He's part of the outpouring of that way, that path. See? So that's all in the book. See, all I'm describing is what is in the books, but you can't do it unless you are following that path of prema. Unless you are tasting this bhakti, you can't teach this. You can teach rules, regulations, and ceremonies, and fire sacrifices, and how to, arrange the paraphernalia, the external paraphernalia for the sacrifice. Here we teach you how to arrange the internal paraphernalia for the sacrifice. Oh, yeah, the tears, those are very important. Put that in your conch and give that to Krishna. Oh, by the way, you're the conch. Here, let them pour out of your eyes, man. Yeah, the Lord's very much looking for that kind of worship. That's what Jesus meant. He's looking for that kind of worship. In the spirit of this bhakti devotion, ecstasy, prema. See, prema is this condensed love for its object, which is God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See? That's true love. It's not about some new age idea, concept, which people don't really feel because they still have envy, jealousies, and all. It's not pure love. This thing. Oh, it's all about love. It's all about love, 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 love. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you don't know what real love is. Only devotion to God is real love. It's a relationship, not a noun. It's a verb. It's an action. Devotional service, pure devotional service is love. A verb, not a noun. It's not one. It's two. It's the devotee and God together. Oh, there you go. There's true love. There's the fairy tale that comes true forever. Otherwise, you're still looking, still trying to find it. Sri Krishna, O Lord, accompanied by Sri Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. Isn't that amazing? O Lord, accompanied by Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. Those are the kind of people you should be looking for in this world. Where are those personalities that the Lord accompanies them? See? There you go. You found the best association. You found the real path. You found real light in this world. It's not the devotee alone, because you're not a devotee unless the Lord accompanies you. Then you're a real devotee. Otherwise, you're a devotee of his spell of Maya that Mr. Grimm was talking about. You're under the spell of the speculators. the Faucis, the materially motivated. They don't have your interest in mind, they have their interest in mind. Or actually they have Maya's interest in mind. In their mind. See? Maya's interest in their mind. Here we have Krishna's interest in our mind, right? Krishna's interest is to taste this devotion and to liberate the souls in this world. See, we have Krishna's interest in our minds. See, that's pure. It's not my opinion. It's Krishna's opinion. And all I did is he gave me a taste of his opinion and his experience. And I say also, very good, man. I like it. I like it. Give me some more of that. Let's do more of that. Yeah. I like it. Lalita likes it too. River likes it sometimes. See? It's the gal that sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it is. It's just sometimes it's there, but sometimes it's not, but it's there. Just enhances the experience. It's like in the world, you ever had a courting thing and you go to the woman or the man and well, usually the woman, because they're like they have this thing. Oh, no, 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 no. See, that's the separation. No, 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 no. And Krishna said, just give me one little embrace, just touch me for a second, and now my life is perfect. And she goes, no, 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 no. Enhances the experience with Krishna. This is yoga maya. See, the other's maha maya. Sometimes you get the no, 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 and it lasts forever. The person dies. No, no, no more relationship for you. I'm dying. Boom. They don't die, but the body dies, and you're attached to that, and it's no, 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 and it never comes back. At least, Radha and Krishna, they got this no, no thing going, but they always come together because this is an eternal affair. This is Yoga Maya. We're here to teach that stuff. Where are you going to get this? Who's teaching this? Is Acharya Day? Oh, here we go. I'm so sorry to mention names, but I'm curious. Is he teaching stuff like this, Yoga Maya, and this intimate relationship? I don't know if he has this experience yet. But would you like to out there? Would anybody like to tell him, say, hey, there's an experience, a person teaching here in a very different way, teaching, how to taste devotional mellows, stuff. You think he'd be interested? Do you think he knows the value of what's being taught here? Because to me, if you don't, then you don't know what real Krishna consciousness is. This is real Krishna consciousness. Isn't the book? I mean, now when you hear these talks and you look at the book, explanation, doesn't it make sense? Well, like, wow, man, that's what it is. And there's a person talking about it. Not only is that person talking about it, he's tasting it right before my eyes. And not only that, he's getting other people to taste it right before our eyes also. Can you have a brighter light in this world than all of those things put together? Can you have more confirmation for the mind? The monkey mind, so hard to control the mind. It's very easy here. The mind is so fascinating with what's going on here. It doesn't want to jump anywhere else. It's like the mind is thinking, man, this is the greatest thing. Why go anywhere else? That's why only people that leave here have problems with the mind. They get back into the yoga path. Oh, you got to control the mind, which is like a wind and everything. My mind loves it here. My mind wakes me up in the morning. Hey, Gohari, what are you doing sleeping so much? Get up and let's go to the party. The party is coming, man. The Gopi hour. That's my mind now. I don't have any trouble with the mind. It's my best friend. It gets me up. It's like mind. I don't have to please it with sweet words. It coaxes me with sweet words. Oh, go Haridas, get your ass up and let's get the Sadhu Sangha, man, and chant the holy name and let's rasa dance with the Supreme Lord. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Yeah, I lost the story. Let's get. I keep going off the teleprompter. I'm sorry about that. I'm worse than Trump. He always goes off the teleprompter too. Okay, we'll go back to the story here for it. All right. Oh Lord, attain. Here's one. Oh Lord. Oh, I read it wrong, but right. Oh Lord, I said accompanied by Gopal Bhatta Goswami. See the Lord, Freudian slip. But it's Oh Lord, attained by Sri Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Swami. See, this is how it is. Once you attain God, it's like, I got God. Now I'm one forever, right? You think it's like that? No, not quite. Yeah, yeah, you've attained the Lord, but it's always an attainment. Every day is an attainment. See, because that's how can you have a celebration unless there's a little bit of separation? How can you celebrate? How would you appreciate, this meeting with the Lord, his appearance, if there's no like unappearance? It just doesn't make sense. The party is enhanced by this unappearance or apparently apparent. Once you've attained your Lord, you've attained him forever, but you've attained this in this line, which you get as a special attainment, is this union and separation experience. So you can taste the Lord's appearance again and again and again and again. It's always ever fresh, always deeper. The relationship gets very juicy, very interesting, very enlivened by this performance. That's what it is. Pastime. Interesting, isn't it? I wonder if Jayapataka has any experiences like this. Why does everybody laugh when I mention names of these guys? They all it's like, what? You mentioned the name. Are you criticizing? No, I'm not. Am I criticizing? I'm just wondering. Does Jayapataka experience anything that we're talking about or that you see here? What about Radhanath? Again, he mentioned his name. I didn't criticize. I'm just wondering, does he experience anything like we talk about and show here in this sangha? Have you seen anything? Maybe he'd be interested. To me, this is real Krishna consciousness. This is what we read in the book. It's the living story, the live story. It's like the real book of life. Right here in this world, not just reading about, oh, that was really nice 550 years ago. Well, that'll never happen again. No, it's happening again. You've got tasters here. We got persons tasting this prema, man. They got these garlands of prema around their necks. And they're chanting the holy name. The garland appears every day like it did 550 years ago. So, maybe they want to show the video to Radhanath and Acharya Deves and Jaipata. They just see it. I'm curious. Ask them the question: have they ever seen? I would like to know. What do you think about what's going on here? Or the Narayan Raj devotees like Shamagori. Why don't you ask? What do you think about what Gohari Das is talking about and showing here? What do you think? Is that real Krishna? Get their opinion. I'd like to know. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't it be interesting? I mean, that would be a pastime, man. Let's pass our time having such a discussion. Let's get them all together and let's have a discussion. What is real Krishna consciousness? Now, I don't mean, this is not offensive. Just open mind, right? Open mind discussion. Let's not hide anything. Let's just be ourselves. Let's be what we realize is the most important thing in this world. Let us share that. So maybe we'll learn something. We all learn something. Isn't that about? I mean, I love learning. Yeah. So anyway, just some thoughts, food for thought. I think this is. How about Purchit? Why don't we bring him over maybe he might be open to a discussion.
So Guru Maharaj, have you asked him?
I think you guys asked him.
I've tried, and he doesn't get in contact with me.
Oh, really? Well, I guess they're not interested.
No.
You called from.
Yeah. That's the world. They don't know. It's hidden. This is hidden in that way. But those who the Lord wants to know, they just show up. I mean, look at Pedro. Where did he come from? He just popped up. He probably never followed a rule of Vaishnavism in his life. He probably never even heard of Vaishnavism, but he's here and he likes this vibration. He can't even, I think he has an impairment in his eyes, so he can't see perfectly, but he's hearing. See, he's hearing the vibration. That's the best. Like Bimal Mangal Thakur, he couldn't see, but he heard Krishna. You know, he would chant, he'd go to Vrindavan and chant the holy names and be ecstatic. Yeah, I mean, this is, it'll become more and more apparent. This is Prabhupada's desire and will. I mean, if you guys are Prabhupada disciples, and I mean, he came to me personally. He said, yeah, this is, he said, very authoritative, but blissfully authoritative. Yeah, man, this has my approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. You do more of this. This, look how, and look what it does, doing more of this kind of worship. People are becoming ecstatic devotees. And they're saying, like Shamaguri says, I've never been happier anywhere else. Now that's nice to spread happiness, huh? There's no fault in that. One devotee, nice devotee, they're sincere, and they just can't. Some of them just can't get what we're doing, and they says, "Hey, man, your followers are a bit over the top." Yeah, they are. They're over the top of anything you've seen in this world. That's real Krishna consciousness. Over the top of the topmost everything is topmost happiness, topmost knowledge. Isn't it? Isn't that why Prabhupada wrote all these books and everything so that we can understand? I mean, look what we're doing. We're over the top. We reading about Jiva Goswamis. He was the greatest scholar in the universe, and we're studying his realizations, just as he did. He takes one seed thought, man, and then fluffs it out a little bit. We fluff it out even more, following in his footsteps, and it just makes it more clear, more juicy, more ecstatic. See, that's Krishna consciousness. The only way you can do that is you have to be empowered by Krishna. You have to have that relationship. Otherwise, you can't do it. You can't. This liberates souls. You hear talks like this, and you come to the point of some faith in this. Oh boy, man! Now the Lord will show you that this is real happiness. This is truth that sets you free. Doesn't it? Look, we set people free even from the mighty path. We show this is stronger, right? This is what I'm saying. Come and see what is stronger. Is your path that you believe in stronger than this, even in Vaishnavism? Is the path that you are teaching? You may say that, well, Prabhupada's teaching this. Okay, is it stronger than what we're teaching? Let's be impartial for the benefit of the world, because why not give them, the world, the best as well as yourself? Hey, simple logic, man. This is what I get from this ecstatic worship. That's why I say this is good. It makes me logical. I mean, if anybody out there can defeat this logic, I don't mean defeat it in like try to become victorious for victory's sake. No, for truth's sake. If you can show me something that is more logical and that has more happiness in it, please show us. Show me that something that is more intelligent than this way we're following, that I'm just seeing in the book. I'm just following the what do you call the formula there that I see. The Lord shows me this formula. I follow it and get this result, and it looks like the same result Lord Chaitanya got. Right? He chanted the holy name and ecstasy awoke. I chant the holy name and ecstasy awakes. So who's following the real formula? Who's following in the real footsteps? See, the Lord gives me this kind of logic, and I like it. I think, yeah, man, that makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you?
Does that make sense? What I'd like to know, does that make sense to Acharya Dev? Really? Does this make sense to Radhanath? Or am I the only one with my few followers who are insane like me in this insaneness? To me, insane means being sane. And like it also. I mean, Lord Chaitanya preached like this. Lord Chaitanya said, I'm one madman, and Sarvabhauma is another, and so is Rupa, and so is all those other devotees. Therefore, they accepted my words as truth. That's how rare it is to hear such truth. And if you accept it, you become an ecstatic devotee too, like your guru. That's our secret here. Eh? You know how many teachers and even gurus said, well, you're crazy. And it's kind of true because this is crazy to the world, isn't it? What Lord Chaitanya brought was what's crazy to the world, but it's crazy beautiful. It's crazy wonderful. You know, to chant and cry and laugh and move around and jump around because you're bursting with bliss. Yeah, it's crazy because you don't see it in the world, but it's crazy wonderful. It's mad happiness. You know, madly happy, madly in love, madly. It's intense, it's wonderful. Even the demigods, you know, when we hear about them, they want this. If they have the intelligence, they're not a daksha mood. Yeah. Govinda says, this is so bright. Your life story, teachings, Jesus, Krishna, illuminated by the Bible, Vedas, is a slam dunker. Yeah, I mean, this all comes from this kind of worship. You know, this kind of work. That's why I get like more and more into it because it's like, wow, this is, yeah, it's different. You know, even people in the world, the ones that are popular, they're different in the world. They got their own personality, right? And people like that. It's like, or they either like it or hate it. You just polarize even in the world. But we polarize also. See, because people are usually in the knowledge of the world, and they got their ideas and different ideas. Well, we got our ideas and different ideas also, but they're in Krishna, right? We're in Krishna. That's the secret: is to be in the Lord's word, in His name. Isn't that what we're doing? We're in His name and becoming ecstatic. We're in His pastime and becoming ecstatic and blissful also. In His truth and becoming ecstatic and blissful. Okay? So this is a lifestyle, and this is a liberated one. See, the other people, they're themselves in the material world and in material ideas, in the worldly ideas. And the most intelligent of them, they are always also thinking, we got to transcend, we got to go into the spiritual dimension too, because it's this material thing, it gets a little jagged, material knowledge. Even fighting the demons, it becomes a bit jagged. I like the way Krishna fights the demons, just easily with effortless. And he does it. And you don't be concerned. You're my devotee, man. Just happily worship me in my name, and I'll take care of it. I like that way. That's a lot better. Want to say something, Lily? Go ahead. No, okay. All right, back to the story. Back to the teleprompter. O Lord, dear to the residents of Raj, please protect me. See, dear to the residents of Raj. And that's what we're here. You know, is this dear to you, this kind of worship? Is this attractive? That's Raganuga Bhakti. We're teaching Raganuga Bhakti here. See, the Lord is very dear to us in Vrindavan. It makes us like this. We cry, laugh like this, like the residents do, and like it. That's the prema. Prema makes you dance like that. That's the kind of rasa dance that we do here, and that you read in a book. It's like this. See, so therefore I accept it. You know, there the dance going on there, the tears, the happy, the ecstatic bursting with bliss, you know, the walking around intoxicated from this ecstasy, that's going on here. And therefore I accept it because it's going on there. They're saying very good. So I had to come to the point also saying, yeah, man, this is good. This is it, man. This is what I want. Okay, so this is the thing. This is fishing for men and women in the world is, hey man, you know, we're the fish. You want to be a fish too? You want to swim in this bhakti also? We're the bait. Krishna's throwing us out. We think we're throwing out bait? No, he's throwing us out as bait, isn't he? He's dangling our our ecstatic worship before everybody, seeing who will bite. I thought I was throwing out the bait, but that's a false ego. Like, oh, well, you think you're doing? No, I'm playing you, man. You're my flute. How does flute has no independence on their own, right? They have to be played. That's the Lord doing that. He's throwing the flute out. The flute is like the worm on the hook. Throws the flute out there, and he dangles. He plays it. You know, the way. See a little bite out there. Well, we're getting a whole community biting on the bait. They're becoming the bait too. The Lord's playing them. Look at Johann. My God, man. The Lord really plays that guy every day. Hare Krishna. With a happy heart, I have written this verse. Now I will explain it. With this explanation, this verse means step by step I meditate on my worshipable Supreme Lord, Istadev, his devotees, and the certain specific devotees. Yes, yes. This verse has three meanings. I will begin by explaining the first meaning. This verse is in the Amast meter. The first word is prefaced by Shri. Shri means glorious. Now that's a beautiful meaning. See, each word is full of something. Full. Shri means glorious. So what is glorious about Shri? This bhakti is Shri. This is Radha. The personification of this kind of devotion is glorious. Shri means glorious in this way, as well as so many other meanings, but this is a good one to talk. You want glory in this world. Everybody, you want to be glory, you want to be a big guru, man. Being a acharya like Prabhupada. No. Don't put the cart before the horse. See, the horse is this prema, this gloriousness, Shri. You got Shri. Are you a Shri guru? Man, you got the glory of devotion, pure love of Krishna. Now you're Shri guru, otherwise not. I remember one guy he put the name Shri in front of his name. Didn't last very long. I know why. Because all the how dare you put the name Shri? That's only for liberated souls and everything. And he couldn't take the heat. People pleasing still. It's good test. One guy told me, he says, it was kind of cute. He said, you shouldn't allow. I mean, the guy was actually more favorable than he was many years ago. Something changed, He actually, well, okay, you're doing this, and all right, but maybe you shouldn't allow your disciples to call you these names. Why not? I'm thinking, why not? Why not? Everybody else is calling me these other names, bullshitter, liar, cheater, all this. Why not let my disciples say if they want to call you Shri or Divine Grace or Prabhupada or all these different names. I'm getting called over there. You might as well let the disciples call you whatever they want. You got to get them both, man. They were doing that with Krishna. They say, oh, Krishna, you're the lowest of the low. You're dastardly. You're a hypocrite. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That was Shishupal, man. And then he had followers, and they called him that. If you're a real guru, that means the Lord is coming, through you as you and doing the same thing. We're not above our master. I'm not Krishna. I'm not above Krishna. I'm his servant. If I'm going to serve him in the way he liberated people before, potency has to be here, liberating people. They're going to understand Krishna through you, as you in this world. You got to be a devotee Bhagavat. That means the book is going to describe Krishna, and it's going to be described by your deeds, by your actions, by your words, and by your experience. Otherwise, nobody knows. They're all speculating. To be honest with you, most of these gurus are speculating on what they think Krishna is, what they even think a devotee is. They don't know yet. If they do, they'll love what we're doing here. Otherwise, they're in the process of purification. So Shri also means that which is full of transcendental qualities. Yeah, transcendental qualities. Actually, that's Krishna is full of transcendental qualities, but you cannot understand them without praying. That's the problem. See, that's why even this bhakti is more glorious. It was so more glorious, even Krishna himself came to taste this prema that Radha had. That's why her name comes first. Krishna himself says Radha has more qualities than me. I mean, this Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can read it. He says, no, only the Radha, she's more attractive than I am. And it's true. That's why her name comes first. It's the only way we can be attracted to Krishna. The highest devotees are what? The ones that are Radha Dasis. The highest devotees are the ones that are totally into Radharani. Say, hey man, this is Manjari Bhav is the highest. Well, it must be more the qualities in Radha. If she's more attractive than being, they're just focused on her and bringing her to Krishna. Obviously, they're considered the greatest devotees. So there's must be something like that. That's why Krishna says, Matter of fact, if he's having trouble connecting with Radharani, who does he go to? He goes to the Manjaris to please Radharani. Okay? That's the secret here. You want to get this prema because you need this prema. You want to know Krishna like the devotees here know Krishna increasingly like this. You want to be easily liberated from birth and death and not even think about it. You want to be a great personality and not even think about it. You want to be a real acharya without even thinking about it. That's what you get here. You want to liberate, you want to be soul winner for people here in the world? You can actually liberate people from the cycle of birth and death. The Lord will empower you to be the bait. Throw you out there and dangle you before man. And whoever bites, you become the empowered bread of life, right? Isn't that basically what it is? When you speak, when you exude, when people see you, you're the bread that makes people alive. You're the prasadam. See? That's this path, man. Otherwise, nobody knows. Nobody, that's why, what is a deliverer? What is a liberator, man? What is a savior? That. You have to be in line. That's why the real guru, conclusive understanding of Guru Tattva, is the savior, is the bona fide spiritual master. The Lord, through them, saves his devotees. And you got to be a devotee in your heart, because otherwise the Lord won't allow you to recognize. See, Lord Chaitanya came to clarify Guru Tattva, make it really clear. It's not just, oh yeah, Jesus is the guru, Jesus is the guru, and then you represent Jesus with your speculations. Nah, we got to up the clarification, make it more clear. No. You got to be like Jesus. You have to be purified like him. You have to have the same spirit that Jesus had, that you got it through the disciplic line, through a spirit-filled person that also has Jesus. And in our line, it's the same, no different, man. You got to be like Prabhupada. You got to be like Bhaktisiddhanta, not them. You got to be like them, have the same spirit of deliverance in them that they had. But they didn't really give it so easily. I mean, you had to follow a lot of rules and everything, and you still only got what they said and what the message was. See, deliverance is here, but it's the same spirit. It's like it's like the Lord ordained Vaidhi Bhakti through Moses, rules, regulations, mandates. And then through Jesus, he gave the Holy Spirit, started it there in the disciplic line. And here the same kind of thing. The Lord ordained rules and regulations through Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Siddhanta, Srila Prabhupada. And now is giving ecstatic devotion. That's the message, right? We're making it all clear, all Chaitanya Leela's principles, so that people can enter into this realm and know why Lord Chaitanya came here. Lord Chaitanya did not come to bring Vaidhi Bhakti and rules. It was already here. He came here, what she read this morning, it was already all there. I should probably read it again. He came here to awaken pure love of God in people, the taste. See, the taste for Vrindavan pastimes. For Vrindavan worship in this ecstasy. He came to give this to the world because it's a gift. Who will receive this path of ecstatic devotion? That's it. So keep dangling the bait of your worship before men. See, that's the light of men. I mean, this is the greatest light in the world. The Lord came and gave the greatest light, and we follow in those footsteps and give the greatest life and light and conclusive understanding of what God, what the world and life and the universe is about. See, that's our work here, or that's our play. Actually, it's a play. See? Great show on this earth. Who's showing such a show? This is the most confidential show. That's why you don't see millions of people here watching. Even getting 9 people listening to what we're saying and seeing what we're doing is amazing, actually. It's a miracle. Because Maya is hiding, we're just uncovering by being this truth and by teaching its glories like this. We're parting the veil of the illusion and setting people free. This is called truth. conclusive truth, not speculation truth mixed in with all material ideas or speculations of unexperience. You don't have experience, man. What we're talking about here, we have experience of this bhakti, right? You're hearing from experienced devotees. They experience what is pure love of God, what is prema, and then they describe it because they have the experience. They are purified and hollowed out by this prema, this bhakti. It's like, Krishna taking his tool and then hollowing it out so that nice, sweet song can come, a clear song, a truthful song. His real ideas, his real understanding come through. See, that's what this kind of worship does. Hollows you out really good. And then Krishna's pure essence comes through, pure knowledge, pure logic. Okay? So we're teaching experience. See, I can only speak because this is what the Lord is doing. I'm just sharing what the Lord's been doing to me for years, if not lifetimes. You guys are picking it up saying, hey man, I want to be like that too. Hollow me out, Lord. Make me whole. See, otherwise, if there's just, the problem is there are just flutes in this world. See, everybody is a flute. Did you know everybody is an instrument? Everybody is. But who's playing you? Well, the Lord is actually playing you, but what manifestation of the Lord? Is it the mode of goodness, ignorance, passion, or his transcendental nature playing you? Okay? This is the transcendental nature people are getting here and proving it. Because then you look at the book, it says that. You look at the sadhus, they say, yeah, this is better. Like Shamaga, I never felt that happy. She was been with Krishna for 40 years. And she said, I never felt a happiness like that. You're right, because this is extraordinary. Krishna's transcendental potency is extraordinary. His transcendental knowledge, when you hear it, is extraordinary. Everything is extraordinary. His logic is extraordinary. You can't learn this in college. You have to just be hollowed out, and the Lord just plays you. Plays a nice tune, attractive tune. This is how you abandon your opinions. You think, oh wow, man, that opinion is better than mine. Well, you haven't been hollowed out like this, and how would you like to? How would you like to come here and get hollowed out, and then Krishna will play a wonderful song through you? It's just not like a Bill Gates thing or the elite thing or the politician thing where they win, they use and manipulate you. The Lord's Maya uses them to manipulate you, and then you stay a peon forever, and then they get rid of you. That's what Maya does. No, here you come hollowed out, you get purified, and you become as good as the elite here. The elites are those who are in relationship with the Lord. You become an elite also. Now, isn't that a win-win? I love that. I love when people become even better than me, better than play a better song than what you hear here. I feel this is amazing. This is why Jesus, see, I know what now. Jesus, ye shall do greater things. I love that. God, it's win and winner more. I love this is God, man. Always on the increase. This should be attractive to the elites, man. You can be like this. You don't have to be a winner. What are they doing? They're trying to be winners, but only they win and everybody else loses. Oh, you got to be a slave. You got to be our slave. We got to trick you and like. And that's what's going on in the world. People believe in this darkness, this dark illusion. that being promoted. This is the mind is very strong now. Very let me lie to you, and I will make you believe this as true. Lying to good people. There are many good people out there, honest people, and they're being lied to big time, and people believe it. We know in our hearts. I mean, those who have got Krishna's God's grace, I don't mean Christian or anything, or even a little, you see what's going on here, man. The big lie. These things, they have other motives for what they're doing. They actually, if you told people, well, this is what we're really doing. We want to depopulate. There's too many people here, and you've got to go. Do you think people would go for that? They wouldn't. They think, what? What? You want to murder me? Well, it's necessary because we believe there's too many people here, and we like to play God. Can you imagine? There was a movie like this. There's a movie where everybody just spoke what they were really thinking instead of being hypocrites and speaking something that would please others. But inside they had a different thought. That's what's going on. The whole world has got a different thought. The elites, the ones who are, feel that they think they're the controllers, but they're not. They're being played by Maya. Okay? They got a different thought, and they put another thought out that is they think will please people, but it's a lie. This is how Maya works. Yeah, it's a lie. They say, "Oh, take this. This will be very good for you." No, it's not. It's a lie. It's not good for you. It's not. Oh, put this double mask on. This is good for you. It's a lie. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody. It's a lie. It's just an outright lie. And they know it. But they don't tell you. See, that's when the motive passion and ignorance is strongly in charge. See, that's when the destructive phase. So we're in a destructive phase on this planet of depopulation. Ultimately, it's the Lord's desire. What are you going to do? He's a sanctioner, right? I mean, if we believe in the Vedas and everything, he's the ultimate sanctioner. He's sanctioning this. But you know what? People don't have to believe liars. That's the whole point. If you believe liars, well, you're going to be taken down by them, right? You partake in that sacrifice. You serve liars and cheaters. What do you expect? That's why you see many good people become monsters now. Have you noticed that? The police there in UK, you notice that? And there are many good people with families, and very nice and everything, but becoming monsters. Why? Because they're serving monsters who are pretending to be good people, and they're not. See? Nobody in their right mind would want to serve demons. Only people in the wrong frame of mind. That's these persons. They're in charge now. But not really. Because the Lord is using everybody. It's like everything is a reflection of the truth. They like the idea is to reset the world, make a new world order, but they think it's us elites in charge, and you guys are going to be slaves. No. That may go on for a time, but no. The new world order is God is in charge. We all will know that. See, we'll know that the Lord is in charge. See? And he always wants to do good for his devotees. And he's here to teach us how to be a devotee so that we can partake of those boons and that goodness. Otherwise, there's nothing good in this world. No one is really good in this world. Only the Supreme Lord. He's the pure good. Everything beautiful comes from him in our lives. This is what I'm learning. And this is what the world will learn. Otherwise, what good is it? It doesn't mean it's like, oh, this is useless. Oh, these persons, what can I do if they won't listen? So this is our preaching. Even Prabhupada said, he said, after the Third World War, the preaching will be very good. See, because somebody will start to listen. See, this is what you get for listening to Billy Boy Gates and Fauci's and all this misery, limitation. You notice limitation, misery, all that stuff. Well, that's what you get for believing in them. Fear, got fear, panic. Well, that's what do you expect? You don't have to believe in that. I'm telling you the truth here. You don't. You could believe this and be happy and ecstatic and be like us. We don't. I don't think anybody here believes in those guys. Why would you want to be in fear and panic, unhappy, suicidal thoughts, depressed, when you can be transcendently happy, carefree, even in the midst of a war like this? There's a war going on, my friends. It's an info war. They're not using bullets, and they don't need to. They're using fifth generation warfare going on. It's Maya's is mutated into that. There are no bullets here. Look at people they're being shot all the time. When you put a mask on, a triple mask or double mask especially, oh, you've been wounded deeply. Oh, you go and take that. Oh, you've been wounded and you're on your way out. See, this is how they're fighting. See, they lie. The lies are the weapons. See, the serpent weapons. They think, why should we fire bullets when we can kill people by convincing them to do things that are bad for them, and we'll say it's good for them? Why do you need to fire a bullet? You know, it's messy, isn't it? I'm telling you, this is what they're thinking. If you come here, you'll understand how Maya works. They're just serving these thoughts that are put in their mind by these principalities. That's all it's going. This is not a war of flesh and blood. It's a war of principalities. See, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but with principalities. See, Paul knew this. They're being played by Maya. We're being played by Yoga Maya. They're being played by Maha Maya. We're being played by Yoga Maya. What do you think is stronger? What do you think is going to more win-win for everybody? We're here for everybody. We're here for them. I'm here for the elites. I'm here for anyone who will listen, like Jesus said. I'm here for anybody who will listen. You'll all be set free. I don't care if your sins are scarlet like any. My Lord will free you. You want eternal life? Stop thinking this computer eternal life. What is that? Without emotions and all that, you just AI. You start to look like Zuckerberg. You ever see that guy? He's looking more and more like a machine. What kind of life is that? You think that's life? People look up to these people. You know, these are authorities because they got a lot of money. But look at the guy. He's becoming more, and so many like him. You lose compassion, you lose feeling, you lose real spiritual potency. And all you got is this artificial intelligence. See, that's what it is. It's artificial, man. This is real intelligence, is to know what is going on in the Lord's Maya and what is going on in the spiritual world. That's real intelligence, isn't it? This is artificial. They don't know this. They don't know they're being played by the modes of passion, ignorance, and goodness. They don't know what is the spiritual world, the essence of all truth. See, AI doesn't know. It's artificial. Who wants artificial? It doesn't even sound good. You like artificial sweetener? Yeah, we got real sweetener here, and it doesn't have the sugar crap thing that it does to your body. Here, the sweetness is the truth, man. The sweetness is this prema. We don't need any artificial anything. Artificial intelligence. It doesn't even sound right. Who wants artificial intelligence? You know, see how God is doing. He's trying, putting right before people. People are praising artificial intelligence. Oh, the greatest thing, artificial intelligence. Artificial? The word sounds horrible. Synthetic. Elon Musk was stuttering his way through. Everything is going to synthetic. See, they said, well, his mind is going so fast that he's, like going like that, so he can't even speak and he can't even align this thing up. And they think this is good. I don't mean to criticize you. I'm just talking about what people's priorities, what they think is good is stupid. It's dumb. Your mind needs to slow down, Mr. Musk. It's too hyped up. And you can see, I was looking at it as kind of a biography. The guy is going day and night, never takes a break. Making artificial this and artificial that, in a sense, destroying things. And they think, oh, this is progress. Synthetic this mRNA vax thing is a synthetic thing to change your body into this artificial, stupid thing. This is Mahamaya, illusion. Everything artificial skin, artificial this, artificial that. Okay? This is called ignorance. See, this is what you get in. This is what you get for believing in people like that are servants of that. Okay? So anyway, we're here into real intelligence, man. Anybody attracted to that? You won't stutter, man. You'll start to just the things will flow in your life. Your mind won't be going so fast and your body doing all. The guy never gets a vacation, and when he finally took a vacation, all he did was have accidents. See? This is called an inauspicious life. And people are looking up to that. I'm telling you, man, the whole world is upside down in that sense. They think what is horrible is great. This guy can't even stop, can't take a vacation. And when he does, takes a day off, took a week off 2 times, and each time he had mishaps. So much so that he doesn't dare take not even another day off. That's being driven. See? It's being driven by Maya, illusion. We're also driven here because this is the other side, the flip side. We're driven, but this drive is nice, man. This drive, you can see the sights. This drive you're driven, but it's a vacation. All the time. Hey, Mr. Musk, would you like this? How'd you like to do it? You could use your intelligence in this way. It's almost like you're driving. It's like you don't know, is God driving or am I driving? It's hard to say because you're so close to the Lord. So intimate with God. It's like it's hard to say, am I driving or is the Lord driving? See, that's self-realization. That's wholeness. See, that's surrender. It's not like people, I got to surrender and I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose who I am and everything. No, this is who you are. You're so intimate and so close to the Lord. It's hard to see. Is it the devotee driving or is the Lord driving? Or are they driving together? See? This is self-realization. It's beautiful. There's nothing better than this. When you see, then you understand what Jesus said. When where is the path? I'm the path. Where what is life really about? I am that life. See, is that God that said that or the devotee said it? It's hard to know because it's the truth, man. It's a relationship between the Lord and the devotee. Otherwise, you will not know what real life is unless you see a devotee that's like that. You'll always some speculation, some mishap, some misdirection. Rabbit hole goes pretty deep, doesn't it here? Jagadananda Pandit, the Lord said, I can't go to Navadvip. My mother ordered me to stay in Puri. I got to stay here, so I'm going to send Jagadananda. See, Jagadananda was really purified, man. This intimacy with the Lord just is like he's right there with the supreme fire. Just hollowed him out, man. And all you got was this relationship, this ecstatic, loving relationship. And he would go house to house in Navadvip, and they said it was just like they had Lord Chaitanya there. They had the devotee there, but it was just like they had Lord Chaitanya. They had the devotee, they had Lord Chaitanya, had the devotee, had Lord Chaitanya. They wouldn't let him go. He couldn't get out of the house. They trapped him there. So attractive. Okay? So that's our life. We're meant. The Lord wants to make kings like that. This is why even the Bible says, "Ye are like gods." See, but not in the way people try to imitate God. No, you got to go the right way through the door. Through the door is the devotee that's there, like that, in that consciousness. Okay? When you go to them, you get Krishna. Isn't that what they're supposed to serve you, Krishna? Right? Servant of Krishna means they serve Krishna right there on a platter. There you go. Eat. The bread of life. You get the bread of life. Okay. The Shri in the first word should be assumed to apply to all other words. There you go, man. My God, you can't get past each word or sentence here. So deep. See, Shri applies to all that, the word of God, right? The word, all these other words, all these pastimes, everything, Shri applies to them all. Because if Shri doesn't, and you don't have Shri awakened in you, this prema, this bhakti, you won't understand how it applies. You'll just see all these names and you'll read the Bhagavatam and give Bhagavatam classes and all that. But you don't know what is really in there. You won't see it because Shri has to be there and applies to all these words. No bhakti, no intelligence. No bhakti, no real intelligence. No loving ecstasy. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. See, to those who worship Krishna, see that word, that name applies to everything. That loving ecstasy is that praying, the Shri, the glorious. What's the most glorious thing in this world is this praying. Oh, you're a guru and don't have that? Well, there's no glory there yet. Man, I love my job. I love glorifying Prema Bhakti, man. I love tasting it and glorifying it that way. And I love also with the word, putting it up as the light of the world. Prema. Oh, are you an acharya out there? Are you a guru and you don't have prema? Are you kidding? Come here, get your prema, man, and then really you'll liberate your disciples. You'll make them better than you, and you won't think you're losing. See, this is the problem. They don't want to make the disciples better than them. They might lose their position. They're afraid of that. See, all this fear, control, all that. You get out of that, man. Yeah. You control in the right way. You control with truth telling, truth showing. And people that Krishna gives the intelligence, this is my door, this is my time, this is my way out. Let me go through the narrow gate. Goes right to Vrindavan Dham. This is the pathway. Made a path right through into Vrindavan. It's here now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Explanation of Mangalacharya. In this verse, Sri Krishna means the greatest of all. Oh God, boy, get me going again. My God, everything he says, Jiva Goswami says, is just awesome, man. Sri Krishna means the greatest of all. See, the greatest of all is not Krishna. It's Sri Krishna, relationship. The greatest of all is not God. No, greatest of all is not Krishna. It's love of Krishna. See, Sri Krishna. Otherwise, that's Mayavadi. You end up becoming this wanting to be one, wanting to be God, or some speculation. See, that's not the greatest of all is God. Not even the mantra, God, God, God. The Yogananda said the great mantra is God, God, God. No, there's something greater. Something more pure, more truthful, more conclusive. It's Sri Krishna, devotion to Krishna, love of God. Don't forget that prema. That's the greatest of all. Sri Krishna. Devotion to Krishna is the greatest treasure in the world. See, Lord Chaitanya came to make it clear what Jesus hinted at. Love of God. See, we fluff it out more. Scriptures say love of God is the greatest thing. Yeah, that's true. Nothing's ever been greater than spontaneous love of God. Yeah, these verses are fantastic, man. What else we can mean? See, when you get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, you can collect the valuable jewels in the Vedas. Isn't that amazing? That's what we're doing here. We're taking one jewel here at a time, just one little jewel. See, collecting and showing it. Hey, this is a jewel. Did you know that? No, I didn't know that. Well, this is a jewel. Let us explain, the facets of the jewel. Yeah, go ahead there, Lilita. Oh, no? Yes?
Sorry, they're not knocking on my door. I need to open the door.
Okay, go for it. Do what you got to do. Whoops. Okay. Oh Lord, name Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya means, O Lord, glorious with all auspiciousness. Sri Krishna Chaitanya means, O Lord, glorious with all auspiciousness. See, all auspiciousness. What is it? What was he glorified with? All auspicious. What is this all auspiciousness? Devotion to Krishna. See? So Sri Krishna, that's devotion to Krishna. See? And Chaitanya means the life force. See, the life force is devotion to Krishna, devotion to God, love of Christ. That's the real life force, the force of life. Let the force be with you. Let that force be with you. See, the other thing is, what does this force be with you? It's some energy, and all this. Let the force be with you, this Star Wars thing. See? Yeah, let the force of life be with you, which is this devotion to the Lord, this love of his names, love of his pastimes, love of his teachings, love of the philosophy of truth, the absolute truth. See? That's the force of life. Isn't that the force here? What is the force propelling us through 2 hours and 8 minutes here of this? It's the force of Sri Krishna, the force of love of God. See, love of bliss, bliss of God, blissfully talking about truth. This is the life force. See, this is what they do in the spiritual world. What are you going to do when you don't have a material body? You think, well, the life force is all this sense enjoyment. This is propelling me. I can't wait to get up so I can eat some food. Ever see people like this? They after they eat, they're planning their next meal. Oh yeah, for dinner we're going to have this. See, that's their life force is sense gratification, not very high quality life force. Or their life force is like now, it's the lower chakras. See, this is the life force of the demons. Ah, yeah, let's control. We need control, more control. That's our life force, is the desire to control not only themselves, but control the world. Manipulate the world. See, manipulate like Play-Doh. You get a person and you want to be able to mold them into what you want. That's what's going on now. It's a very low level of life force of control and manipulation. Life, and for what? To also so they can enjoy drinking bloods and all this stuff. This demoniac stuff. And their sense enjoyment and orgies and parties. Look at the movies. What are they doing? They want to make people like that. They want to weaken people. You look at the movies and Netflix and all that stuff. You got these movies or television shows and movies for kids, young people, and they got demons in them and everything with the horns. I couldn't believe it. I said, "My God, are you guys grooming demons here on Netflix for children?" Everything to do with the lower chakras, the sexual thing. They want to get everything out of balance and get it accentuated, right? Make it just all about porn and sex. See, it's not just, sex is beautiful in a relationship and for a family and for that, it's fine. It's beautiful. It's human. But no, they want to exaggerate everything, make it look, make it just get people always stimulated in sex, so they got no intelligence and no energy because it's all going in that. Okay? Or power, they want to control everything and be powerful, and you got to be disempowered. See, disempowered. Oh yeah, you want to be disempowered? Just believe in lies. You want to be weak? Just believe in lies, and that's what's going on. You become weak. You want to be fearful? Believe in liars and lies. That's the Lord's mind. It's right there. That's why I look at people with their little masks and their fears and all that, and they're going out. And I've been fully, like that. I think, oh yeah, look at that. That's weak, man. Look at all that fear. Yeah. It's all believing in liars, and they got this plan. It's one big deception. Oh, of course oh well, the planet needs it. There's too many people. We got to get rid of them. So that's justifies it. We put nature over people now. See, and people are becoming murderers like this. Legal murder. It's legal now to murder people in this way. It's horrible. That's what they do with this. You know how many people are, they have all these deaths now. And you can't mention that a person, isn't that a lot? Isn't that horrible? You got to hold back from people the truth. You can't tell, oh, by the way, this person took that thing and 1 day or 2 days later they died. And it was because of that. You can't say that. And this has happened over and over again. Or they have a thing, they get paralyzed. You can't say that publicly, that they had this reaction to this. No, no, no. It's safe and effective. See, that's a lie. It's not safe. What is this? Why? This is what happens. You normalize lies. You normalize censorship. You make it normal. No, it's normal to censor the truth. It's normal to do this. See, that's insane. Isn't that insane? How is it normal to censor the truth? That actually people are dying from that, or they are getting paralyzed and getting these reactions. How is it normal to censor the truth on that, even that level? See? They've normalizing. This is what you do when you believe in illusions. You go into deeper, deeper illusion when you start to think like that. Okay? Anyway, this is the way out, man. You can see all of that. This is the way out for anybody and everybody. Isn't it nice? You just get together and you talk about truth. After a while, this makes sense. All of a sudden, you become purified. You become normalized. You realize that's not normal. You become at least, this is the, in a sense, we're teaching Vaidhi Bhakti, in that sense of how to become a normalized person, how to think straight, how to think right, how to can critically think about something, how you need more information and to be open to that, not be afraid. People are afraid of information now. Do you notice that? They're afraid of, when I tell people, actually, this is what I believe is going on, they react. Don't tell me, don't tell me, no, it's this way. One guy flipped me off. I said, hey, you believe it? You saw it on video yesterday. I said, hey, you believe in free speech? I was in a playful mood. He said, yeah. I said, okay, well, I told you, the government's lying to you now. And he went, flip me the bird. There's a lot of people like you. I don't like you. You don't believe in the Kamsas of the world, the liars and the manipulators, cheaters, Flip me right off. I laughed. Yeah, after a while he laughed too. I caught him again, and he smiled. I said, yeah, I'm open. You want to be free, you flip me off, no problem, man. Yeah. So anyway, after a while you become neutral even about all of this stuff because you see it's the Lord's Maya. So you defeat the illusion by basically neutrality. It becomes has no effect anymore. You transcend it. And you help others transcend it when they can see it. It's only when you're in the darkness, you're in ignorance of the way things are going. That's why in our line, I love the Vaishnava line because it's so great. Because you get you learn about everything, all aspects. You learn about what they call Maya Tattva. Tattva means truth. See, the truth about the illusion. So you don't have to fight these things. These are just principalities to transcend. And the fight is just the truth, the truth about it, how it works. Even the persons that are under it might start to think like, oh, wow, you mean I've been being controlled? I thought I was the controller. See, this is the thing. This Maya makes you think that you are controlling things. That Bill Gates, I'm doing this. No, Billy boy, you're not doing this. You're being played by the Lord's illusory energy. And there's just natural karma for that. There's a reaction for killing others. Yeah, I mean, that's what he's doing. I mean, that's the honest truth. They know, but they justify it. Well, there's too many people. My father taught me, his father was a eugenist. He was into this Planned Parenthood where they sterilize people and all this stuff, So like father, like son, So you want to transcend that, Bill Gates and everybody and Fauci's. You want to transcend your parental training. Okay, well, you can. The only way you have to find your real father's will. See, and that's what we're about here. The real father's will is a win-win for everybody. He's in charge. He can expand the earth. He can make more resources. You don't have to lie to people to get, things the way you would like it and controlled in a nice, tidy box. We're all connected in that way, and so anyway, Maya cuts us off from those truths. Yeah, this eugenics thing is interesting too, because you see these guys that have this so-called intelligence, they fall prey to this. They got a little more intelligence than people, and it becomes contaminated because then they want to play God. Whoa, I have superior intelligence. This is what these people, I study some of their philosophies to kind of get to know where they're at. Okay, look at them. They get a little intelligence, a little more intelligence than people in general, and then they want to play God. See, this is the thing, but that's the material intelligence. Oh, I think we can eliminate enough of people, so because we gotta, do it like this. Oh, let's control the weather. Can you imagine? Everything is already being controlled. We don't have to interfere. It's interference, and it just makes a mess of stuff. So that's what Maya does. Always wants to interfere with God's just naturalness. Isn't that what's going on? They want to interfere with the weather. They every day chemtrails going over there, and it's blanketing the earth with all kinds of weird chemicals and stuff, and aluminums and all this, because they want to control that. It's very expensive to do that, and they're afraid that maybe the sun's going to be too hot and all this. All fear, everything's fear based, so therefore they got to control. That's that level. That's that unenlightened level. That's what the world is. See? But the Lord is up leveling this world. See, where our consciousness is going to start coming into the heart, into the throat, speaking truth, feeling the truth, which is this prema, this love, and then seeing the real with real eyes will open. See the eyes up here, real eyes. The mind is up here. See the mind, realize the real mind, truth, real truth. See that we're in that. We're the what do you call first fruits of this? First fruits. Yeah, you're going to see. It starts with just a few people, and then more. I mean, there are other fruits too. A lot of people, we're here. It's all connected in that way. We're connected to everybody. It's not separate. This Bill Gates and Fauci. Have this artificial wall. Oh, it's Bill, boy. He's just an instrument. We're instruments. Everybody is an instrument being played by the Almighty in that sense. You got to see where everybody's fitting, you know, and why, and like this way you have some independence of how to get out of this. Who wants to be played by illusion? Because it's very painful. This is Maya Tattva, truth about samsara. People don't know about cycle of birth and death. You need to know what gets you there, what gets you out. What gets you out is what we're doing. You want to go out? Otherwise, our actions and reactions, we're bound by that because of a lack of real information, real knowledge. See, the world is interesting because it's kind of doing this thing where they want to withhold information now, see, so that you can't make proper decisions. So you do things that are actually detrimental and destroy your body and your mind and all that stuff. See, they withhold information because that's it. So that lack of knowledge makes us do things that are actually bad for us as good because we can't make a proper decision. And then they put out bad knowledge as good knowledge, and then we're making our decisions like that. This is controlling the information flow. That's what's going on now. This is why people are going kind of nuts. Even people that are living in such a society that have in their right minds, and they're seeing the masses are changing like this and starting to do stupid things, believing in stupid ideas, becoming, like that thinking that here, like in America, free speech has been very important in places, a lot of places. And now you can't even speak your own mind. And it's kind of crazy making to live in a society like that, right? So the crazy people are, they're doing stupid things that are actually bad for them, the masses, because they're believing in information that's crazy, that's stupid, and that's our lies and deceptions. Okay? And then you got people that are somewhat okay, and they think, what is going on? How can I live in a society like this? That's why people suicide out. Or they're very depressed in this, right? Very depressing. I mean, why am I around this? I'm living in a crazy world. This is the kind of people you would commit into an insane asylum. People that have to wash their hands constantly and are afraid of germs. Where they put 2 masks on. Okay? This is usually you commit those people to insane asylums and give them therapy. But here it's told that this is the new normal. Okay? So people that are actually more normal, that don't they able to think for themselves, they think, how can I live in such a society? Okay? So that's why that's why Prabhupada said, when these kinds of things happen, the preaching gets good because there is a way. There is a way, this way. See? There's a way that you see that it's all illusion. And you don't live in that. I don't live in that. I can't, I don't believe in people who believe their material body is eternal. People do that on good people and bad people. They think this is more or less all in all. Unless you're a devotee and you've been awakened and are in touch with your spiritual consciousness, spiritual body, actually. It's a spiritual body, has a spiritual bodily relationship with the Supreme Lord's transcendental body. See, when you've got that going, then you don't go crazy because you're sane. This is real sanity for both sides, for everybody. Okay? This is the way out of that for both sides. Otherwise, it'll just... See, people will suffer the reactions of their activities. And if you're a murderer, I don't care, a legal murderer, it doesn't matter. You're a murderer. You're going to die, right? Simple. You're subject to your activities. If you're a liar, you're gonna suffer the reactions for being a liar. If you're materially motivated and acting, see, the whole point is we need to act for the welfare of all. But if you're covered by the mode of ignorance and you're acting for the welfare of yourself and the selfish, you're destroying. See, you're going to experience the result of your actions. So there's nothing really to do. You're doing it. You're going to suffer the reactions for believing in that path. And then people will suffer also who believe in you and your association. They'll be in this panic and fear is what, you look at Bill Gates, man. I looked at the guy, he can't even answer a question straight because he's in such a lying mood. They asked him, is this going to be harmful? There's a lot of this happening to people getting your injections that you is this going to be harmful? And they basically, big song and dance. And people, it's amazing to me, they can't see the guy's lying through his teeth. Why are you so, why don't you just answer the question? Didn't even answer the whole big song and dance. And I see gurus doing the same thing. Gurus, oh yeah, what is a bona fide spiritual master? See, this is religion. That's why religion is also off course. What is a bona fide guru? And the big song, and then you get to the 5 pages later, still don't know. Still don't know. See, that's an illusion. Okay? So much of that going on. So what's the way out? Just hear the truth. What is a bona fide guru? Oh, they awaken bhakti. They're Shri. When they chant Krishna's name, the Shri awakens, man, the prema. Yeah, that's Guru. Oh, and not only in them, whoever will listen and associate with their transcendental madness, it also starts to happen to them. There you go. There's a real guru. There's a real guide. There's a real preceptor to taking you to the highest heights. The greatest truth, man, is reality. That reality. Prema. Shri. Glorious. Krishna. Okay. And distinguishing it from what else? Everything we're talking about. What do you think I'm talking about? All these things to criticize? No, just to distinguish everything out, so it gets clear. Oh yeah, okay, this is the real. Yeah, I'm convinced. Yeah, let's go for that, man. Prema, yeah. Let me become intelligent. Let me have the essence of real knowledge. Yeah, let me get rid of artificial intelligence. See, we have to talk like this. Highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of all. See, even Bill Gates might understand this. Maybe Acharya Dev will understand this. Maybe Radhanath will understand what we're talking about. But we got to be boldly preaching like this, the truth, to give them the possibility. Otherwise, they won't know. They'll just go on with their activities. This is a chance. Hey, give everybody a chance. Why not? See what else we can unearth here. Oh Lord, glorious with all auspiciousness. Oh boy. Why do you keep doing to this? Me keeps giving me these ideas. Oh Lord, glorious with all this auspiciousness. He's talking about Lord Chaitanya. See, he's thinking, yeah, man, I'm glorious because I got Shri with me. He's not thinking that. Everybody's thinking, boy, you're really glorious, Lord, because you got that Shri, that Bhakti, that Prema with you. Look, at Lord Chaitanya was Krishna himself, but he had Shri with him, this Bhakti. See? You want to know who's glorious in this world? See who's got that name, Krishna, that mantra, and that got the Shri with their chanting, man. There you go. You found real glory in this world. Otherwise, there's no glory in this world. It is Shri Krishna. Where is the embodiment of that? Where is the manifestation of that in this world? Because there's the glory. Otherwise, nothing. No glory here. It's a big show bottle. Maya is like that. Fool's gold. Oh, Trump. Oh, Fauci. Oh, Bill Gates. Oh, Biden. Oh, glory, glory to you. There ain't no glory there. For anybody. There's only glory with Sri Krishna. He came himself to show, yeah, this glory, man, is Shri, is this bhakti, this devotion. Everything comes from that. The rasa dance comes from the devotees who love Krishna, love Christ. See, they're motivated. See, they do stuff in this world based on that life force. Otherwise, there's no real life force. The life force is Maya, illusion. It's like death. That's why there's walking corpses and movies upon movies of walking corpses. That's the world. It's a bunch of, dead bodies looking alive. But that's artificial intelligence. Is basically zombies have that. Artificial intelligence. It's great. See, zombies like that stuff. That's the world. Zombified with that. Makes you artificial intelligence the greatest thing. You're not alive. People that have real life don't think like that. Artificial? Are you kidding me? That's illusion. That's a maha maya. You're a maha illusion, man. Oh, I want to be like Musk. He's glorifying artificial intelligence and synthetic everything. becoming synthetic human. That's zombies are like that. You didn't know you're worshiping zombies. You're glorifying zombies in this world. The real life force is Sri Krishna. And Chaitanya is the life force. See, that life force. That's what we're here to promote the truth, man. Promote what's real. That's real forever. This is real and it's temporary because the Lord, and people, they play with these toys and then the bodies wear out. And then they're attached to this stuff, they're being zombies, and they come back as this kind of zombie. Come on, didn't Jesus say, let the dead bury the dead? Why would he say living people are dead? Because they're concerned about the material body. Let the dead bury dead bodies. You found life. Life is Sri Krishna. Life is the devotee worshiping the Lord in ecstasy and bliss. Right? Isn't that simple? You found life. Jesus was pretty strict, man. He knew you didn't have you can turn on the camera here and find real life glorification. It's real sadhu sanghas right here on the internet. Who's making people aware of this life, real life? Very few. Hey, Jesus said, guy said, I'll follow you. Let me bury my father first. It'll take a few days because we got all these rituals and ceremonies to do that. And the Lord said, hey, man, let the dead bury the dead. If you first put your hand on the plow and you're looking back, you're not worthy of the kingdom. Yeah, this is pretty strict. They don't know Jesus was like that. Yeah, that's the real Jesus. He knew. Hey, man, there's no internet where you can turn the camera on every day. You want this life? You want this prasad every day? You want the bread? You want to eat the bread of life? Well, you got to come along and hear the voice. You don't have cameras and video, audio, where you can hear the voice of this kind of glorification of the essence of truth that none of these people can do. You show me anybody that is showing the truth so much in deed and in word. Huh? Show me. Show us. Pedro's playing a song. That's great. Nice. Playing the spoons. Yeah. Yeah, here everything's transformed. Like Nara says, he says, indeed, this madness, control, greed, lust, anger, etc., enjoyment of all illusions are their food. Yeah, see, so you got to transcend the madness of the world by madness of being mad after chanting. See, you got to turn the greed of the world, of worldly material things that come and go, to become greedy for this bhakti every day. It inspires a greed in us, but this is purifying. This liberates us forever. See, everything is transformed here. Be renewed. See, renewed by the transformation of your mind. See, what your mind is after. See, that's why I say I don't have to control my mind. My mind controls me in a good way. Now my mind wakes me up and says, "Hey, man, focus it on Krishna. I want to taste that prema. I want to realize this knowledge that you get from that taste." So get up, man. Get your ass out of bed. Shake that booty. See, that's your mind becomes your best friend, right? Why does it say Bhagavad Gita say that if it's not like that? Do I see people here? They leave here, then it's, oh, the mind is back attacking me again. Oh, the ghosts are attacking me. Yeah. Well, hey, man, you left paradise, man. You left the shelter. What do you expect? This is Krishna's teaching, spanking you. And when you had enough spanking and punishment, you'll probably come back in this life or another. Because once Prabhupada said when a person left his association or chanting, and the wife would complain, "Oh, my husband there." Don't worry, he'll be back. He'll never forget this bliss here. It's nothing like it. Nothing like the bliss of being around real devotees. Nothing like it in this world. And when you get a taste of that, you may leave for a while because Maya, tantalizes you, but you'll never forget. Always the impressions there. See, that's what the Lord holds. Everything else you lose. You lose all the money you accumulated. Bill Gates will lose his house that's well protected. All the money he spent on that, all the money at all the farms he bought, it will be gone.
That's eternal. Yeah, it's eternal. Like the soul is eternal. That belongs to the soul. It's eternal.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, wow. See, I love, this Jiva Goswami is, I love these. He takes these seed things and we can fluff them out. It's really great. So, O greatest of all, O Lord, named Sri Krishna. See, so again, a lot of people say they'll be saved by the name of the Lord or remembering Krishna. See? No, you'll be saved by Sri Krishna. Yeah, otherwise, you're not saved yet. You won't remember. A lot of people they're called materialistic Vaishnavas. You know what a materialistic Vaishnava is? You're chanting Krishna's name, but there's no Sri yet awakened. So at the time of death, because you got to remember something, at the time of death, you'll remember who? Your wife or your child. See? When you have Sri awakened in your heart, Sri is this bhakti, this devotion. Then now you know who is the real object of love. And you'll remember that. Otherwise, you won't remember. You'll be looking for that Krishna because Sri is there in you. This is why Jesus said, this is the Holy Spirit. See, the Holy Spirit is this Sri, the bhakti, the devotion. This spirit will abide with you forever. And see, because it's the only thing that allows us, enables us to realize Krishna's glories, his transcendental form. We can't realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It won't make any sense. Well, it's God is a person? No, how is this? Or he's a personality? That's a culty thing. You'll be speculating, cult, cult, the Krishna cult, personality cult, because personality is bad here. But you notice people are attracted to personalities, right? But they say it's bad. Even Mayavadis say it's bad to be attracted to a personality because they control you, right? Well, that's in this world because personalities here are mundane, material. But something inside us wants to be controlled by a personality. See? So you transcend the Maya's personality here and by attraction to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His name is part of that. His pastimes are part of that. His truth is part of that. Personality. And then when you're controlled by that, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. Everything's really auspicious. And that's why it's called the bhakti cult. See? It's not a bad thing. It's not a material. People might say, oh, you see, it's a cult. Lord Chaitanya said it's a cult. Yeah, it is. It's a cult. We're cultivating this. This is an eternal cult. It's a wonderful cult. Come and see every day. I love being controlled by Krishna, man. Actually, I have control over Krishna in that way because bhakti is here. This is the only controlling force for Krishna. Otherwise, you got no control over Krishna. He's out of control, out of your control. But if you get the gift of bhakti, which is here and which is being given, then you control the Lord. That's just a fact, man. How do you know? Well, every day you chant his name and you can relish his glories. There you go, man. You've controlled the Lord. Otherwise, he wouldn't even appear. His name is there, and you're just chanting, and you got a big sour Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All right, I finished my rounds. You want to be like that? Well, there, Krishna's there, but not there. Yeah. See, Krishna comes when Bhakti awakens. Oh, Krishna's right there. Oh, and then the dance, the rasa dance is going on. See, the dance of this ras. Yeah, he's like attracted to this praying, and he just manifests. It's just like a magic, just boom, he's there. Otherwise, he's there and you don't see him. You're not aware. Where's Krishna? I'm chanting your name, Krishna, but where are you? Where are you? They would prema, boom, there he is. Oh, Bhakti is my only controlling force, and there it is in you. Oh, well, I've got to come. I'm forced to come. You are my master now. What would you like, my dear son and daughter? Oh, I just wanted to see you. Stay around for a little bit. And I know you're wrestling. You're going to go here and there and all that. But for this moment, let us freeze this moment together. Let's just smell the flowers. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? Oh, that's what I love. I love this craziness. I love this madness. And if you start to taste this madness and believe in this, we'll be in our happy story together. Just like that guy who was riding the donkey. What was that guy's name? He came up with these stories, and Man of La Mancha. What was that guy's name? Don Quixote. Don Quixote, he was making these fantasy stories and everything. But this is different, man. This is real. This becomes reality. And this is a wonder. Otherwise, people are in different realities. What reality are you in? Well, it's not very real. It's only real for a time. It's going to disappear. This is eternal. Never run out. Look at it. Every day we're this reality building cult. See, we're in a cult. This is the Bhakti cult. Cult comes from the word cultivation. Yeah, I want to cultivate this. I'm good with this. I like being part of this personality cult of the supreme personality. I want to relish his name, his pastimes, his qualities, everything about that Lord. I just want to cultivate that. I want to be a groupie. I want to come here to this group every day. I'm a groupie, man. I have no problem with that. Being a groupie. You want to be a Michael Jackson groupie? He's gone now. He's never coming back. It's finished. It's done. He's got another body by now. Who knows what it is? He might look kind of ugly now. I don't know. Maybe he's a dancer again, but you got to get attached to him again like that, and then he's going to go. He got his little groupies for a while, and then they go. They die. We're groupies of Krishna and the Supreme Lord, We're his little fans, man. We're a fan, man. We fan that, man. Fan that bhakti, man. Fan, fan those names every day. We're like lighting a fire, right? You light a fire, man. You fan it, man. That's what we're doing. That's sadhu sangha. Fan this fire. Yeah. Make it blaze. This is where we're making it blaze. This is the fire sacrifice, man. This is beyond the ritual. They throw in the material fire there. See the material flame, throwing a material banana in there, and all that fire sacrifice. This is the fire sacrifice, man. Hey, Krishna is the fire, man. He's the fire. The truth is the fire. The ecstasy is the fire. See, he's the ghee on it, man. That's Hari Kata, glorifying, throwing they see we're doing that, man. We're sitting down and we're doing a fire sacrifice, man. But don't need any material ingredients. I love it, man. Don't have to collect anything that way. Effortless fire sacrifice. See? Blazing. His truth is blazing in the world. Burning up the Maya, man. This is going out. People are coming and it's burning up. Shamaguri said, hey, people are starting to get trained. Yeah, why not, man? Because we're doing a fire sacrifice, man. Lighting the fire, man. Fanning it with the Hari Kata, man. And it's blazing the truth and burning up all these illusions. Pretty amazing. Where are the ingredients? Where's the fire? It's all around here. Amazing, isn't it? Oh, I think. Do you want to say something, Pedro? Go ahead. What do you think of this kind of discussion here? Is your wife still asleep?
Yes. But I can speak a little. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, very nice. Very nice the class that you have.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the compliment. I think we're about ready.
Sometimes there are many people, sometimes very less people. This time I'm just listening.
Yeah,
Listening
okay.
very
Well,
good.
that's good. Yeah. That's the main thing. Well, thank you for joining us. That's really nice. Really appreciate that. And I like that you like this too. It's great.
Yes. I like your curtain as well. Very nice curtain.
Yeah. My friend Janaki, who's watching, she made this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that a painted or is it weaved or something?
Yeah, it's not painted. It's a material. She's a great sewer. Her and was it Sachi were making curtains and stuff in here. It's really great. Just we have just a really nice group, man. It's really amazing. We work together.
Yes, it is a very colorful bunch of people. And I think I belong to the black category.
The black? Oh yeah. Well, we need black. We need the black. We need all colors: black, white, orange, green. Mate's color. Yeah,
so,
we need
how long have you been doing this, Srilaji?
Well, let's see, actually publicly since 1996.
Oh, quite some time.
Yeah.
I understand. I think this group is not connected to the ISKCON.
Yeah. Actually, we are connected. We really are, because Prabhupada is ISKCON, really. So we're connected, but a lot of people don't understand the connection yet. But they will.
Yeah, organizationally not connected. Yes, but the same guru.
Yeah, same Prabhupada. I mean, Prabhupada told me I'm following his instructions, so it must be part of his plan, or the plan. He's in tune with Lord Chaitanya's plan. So, and people are following him, and I follow him also, and I like his books. It's always inspired me. And then he came. He gave me like an lucid dream, and gave me instructions. Said, do what we're doing here. So we're doing it, and it's fun, man. It's fun. It's interesting. fascinating. I love the results.
Yes.
I love to see people happy.
I never see anything like this before. You can say not not in the confinements of the Indian tradition. You can say the text is from the Vaishnava tradition, but
Yeah.
not strictly 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's different. It's explained differently because what I noticed, a lot of people in the Vaishnava, they're in the Vaishnava tradition. They're very traditional. You notice traditional. They
Yes,
just
yes.
just share the. It's to me, it's kind of boring. It's like, okay, that's been done before, and the rules, regulations, and ceremonies, and but I was more always just naturally into the esotericness of God, the deeper truths. um, Especially when I was awakened, that's when it happened. I was awakened with Jesus, and I love the deep truths. And so that's different because a lot of people are not into that, or they try to imitate knowing these things, and that's where the speculation is. Anyway, this ascertaining is from ecstatic worship, and it makes it different. It makes it look different, but different isn't bad. Different is wonderful, actually. And especially if, see, the main thing is, so things that we're teaching are things like, um, we're, because of this mercy of this ecstatic worship, we're talking about the Vedas in the vision of the revealed scriptures. And that's what we're proving here, that this is the vision. Because a lot of people are speculating on that, on the vision. They speculate on it. And what happens is people are not awakening. It's not impressing God in their hearts. See, but this is awakening this bhakti in people. And so that's why it's different. And most people don't share the conclusive, intimate understanding of the Vedas, and we are. See, so that's what's different. We're just bringing out what is usually a big secret.
Yes, yes. I would say a lot of people in the past who were, you can say, these devotees of these traditions. Not all of them were following a tradition 100%, or essentially, like Sri Ramakrishna. I'm
Yeah,
not sure. Maybe you heard of him. He's not
yeah,
specifically the Vaishnava, but he
yeah,
practiced very crazy. People think he crazy. Very.
yeah. And
Yes.
he was different, and that was yeah, and like a lot of people in our tradition didn't agree with him and all that, but he was different. He was himself, and doing what he could do based on his association. And and most people are like, actually, a lot of leaders, people are leaders that are leaders. They're leading based usually on their association. And so Ramakrishna didn't have the association of these kinds of devotees, as far as I know. And so anyway, he did what he did, and he had some spiritual consciousness. Very, he affected a lot of people.
Yes, yes. But in the
Yeah,
end, he also founded his own tradition with
yeah,
also some regulation.
yeah, yeah. I don't know what I like about this path that I'm following is it's based on the Vaishnava philosophy and these great acharyas, what they wrote in their books. And so we build on that foundation. And if anything, all I'm doing is making it more clear what they said, and
Mm,
and a lot of stuff. It's like one of our acharyas, recent ones, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, said usually a person who has realized God, they see what's in the scriptures, the confidential truth, but they keep it for themselves. They don't just share it. They keep it for themselves, and then they teach you something else. They teach you some preliminary stuff because they keep it for themselves because most of humanity cannot understand this confidential truth. They misunderstand it. So sometimes the Lord says, okay, give out the confidential information and teach them personally. And that's what we do here is we're bringing out very confidential truths in these Vedic scriptures that are there in that tradition itself, and making it more clear how to imbibe that inside, how to utilize those truths for our own spiritual development. Not only myself, just, I've seen this stuff and I never, for years, never said anything. But now I utilize it for myself and also help others. And now I'm understanding the mood of Lord Chaitanya, who did that. Yeah, he understood all these things and he started to teach those who became his followers. And so we do the same thing here.
When you say Vedas, forgive my ignorance, I think there are 4 Vedas. Is it all the 4 together or a specific one?
Yeah, it's actually the 5th Veda. We're talking more of the 5th Veda, which is Srimad Bhagavatam.
Ah, yes.
It's called
Okay. Srimad. Yes.
Is the 5th Veda, yeah. That's dealing more with the essence of all those Vedas. It's just it's about devotion to God. It's basically what we talk about here, is the 5th Veda. That's why many people are teaching the 5th Veda, but they're not really teaching it yet. They don't understand it very deeply, or if they did, maybe they hold back the information. See, so we're teaching the essence of the 5th Veda, which is Sri Krishna, devotion to Krishna.
Yes, I think the essence is most important. Like in the traditional groups, if they want to dress traditionally, do the traditional rituals, so forth, if it makes their mind go towards the the essence, makes them more comfortable. I don't know. Maybe you understand what I'm saying, but some people, they don't want to do that. They rather be as they are and focus on that.
That's me.
If I'm making any sense.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like that. I just want to be, to me, I'm more interested in internal bhakti, and the other is a lot of work, to put on a dhoti every day. I like to just be a normal person in society. I was brought up in this culture, and I know it's not dependent. This teaching, the essence, is not dependent on what you wear, and we're proving it. And so those who appreciate that, they can come and partake. Because some people, they come in and say, you're not a devotee, you're not dressed. You're not representing this tradition because you don't have tilak on. See, well, I'm representing the essence of the tradition, which is devotion to God, love of God. To me, that makes the dance. Otherwise, it's just external. It's like, and I notice a lot of people are more into the rituals than they are into the essence. So this is kind of a test for people too, automatically, because if you're more into the rituals, you'll go away. You'll think, oh, what is this? You're not dressed like a Vaishnava. Yeah, well, we really are dressed like Vaishnavas here, but it's an internal thing. We have the dress of a Vaishnava in this worship tradition really is ecstatic love. That's the dress. We're dressed with that here, many of us. See, we have the right dress on. It's a gopi dress. Right there, Tom. Gopi dress. The devotion, the bhakti. See? And we have the knowledge. See, that's another part of the dress, is the essence of truth. So we're dressed with the bhakti dress and the knowledge dress. See, and we present that to the world. And if people are good with that, if they say, well, they're not dressed externally but they got the real dress. We got to have the real dress. That's more important.
Is it also the spiritual body, the dress?
Well, yeah, the spiritual body is you're a devotee in your relationship. See, the spiritual body is your personal relationship with God. It's devotional. It's an attachment. You're like a desire body. They talk about desire body. Well, when you desire Krishna in your relationship, you're in your desire body, your purified desire body. That's your spiritual body, is a desire body, desire to serve Krishna. See, that's propensity, propels us there into that world.
Yes. It remembers me when I first zoomed in and focused on the word tree. I felt this appreciation, tuning in, appreciation. And now you say it means what did you say? It means
Desire.
No, the word tree.
Glorious.
Glorified to glory too. Yes.
Yeah, in all ways.
Appreciation, glory.
Yeah, so just like you say, you felt appreciation. That's glorious. It's part of the gloriousness of it. If otherwise, there's no glory in not appreciating Krishna. There's nothing. Then you're not appreciating anything really auspicious. Everything material in the world is Krishna's dark form. It's illusion. If you appreciate that, you have inauspiciousness. No glory in that. There's glory and appreciation of Krishna's glories, Krishna's name and pastimes. So that's part of the gloriousness, is that appreciation, that taste. See, taste, appreciation, relish, desire for it. See, all of that is glorious. That's the desire body of a devotee. It's composed of that taste, appreciation, relish.
I can feel.
Do you have a traditional people come visit here?
I can feel how difficult sometimes it is to transpose this value, this appreciation. It's so hard for some people. They are tuned in to a certain quality, a lesser quality, a lesser target, and they want to have return of investment. So it's very hard for them to let go of those previous investments and the previous appreciation.
Yeah. Well, it's hard, but this is the way to do it, is to be attracted to something more. So you get purified here, so your attraction can awaken, so that'll attract you away from the lesser, is by the greater.
But that's the easiest way to transform, to find something that is more valuable and focus on that. That makes
exactly
the most easy upgrade method.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now and move around a little bit. I've been sitting too long. Not too long, just long enough. 3 hours. If anybody came late, you can watch the replay. How are you doing,
nice
River?
class.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You want to say anything,
see you again.
River? Oh, yeah.
I'll see you again in the future. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
You want to say anything, River, before we go?
No.
Okay. Okay, so we'll see you later.
It was a nice class. It's just up you. I had a debate with Karuna this morning. I don't know if you saw any of it on camera about the Vaidis and Raganuga path. which was quite
Oh.
interesting. It was really nice, actually. A lot of people were getting involved, which was really nice. Whatever happens, I'm completely attached. Even if I'm completely attached.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's part of the Ras.
Yeah, it's a nice place to call home.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Or however you're feeling, you can just come and sit here.
Yeah. It's just, it's, it's all part of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Maharaj. Have a nice walk.
Thank you. I will. Okay. Haribo, everybody.